Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
Trubisky and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former #2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Harris.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. On the ground, it's Harris. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Oswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a leap and he will make the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Powers through him. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
A move to New England from Baltimore suited Matthew Judon nicely with 12.5 sacks in his first year of a new 4-year contract with the Patriots. That was a new career high for him, 7th in the NFL, and the most for a Patriot since 2015.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he will... slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong will keep this drive rolling.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, it's Harris, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
When Devontae Parker can play a full schedule, he can be a lot to handle for NFL defenses. 8 years in the league, but only 1 where he's played all the games in the regular season. But in that regular season, over 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Nice catch there for a 1st down.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Now Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Jones now throwing on first down. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Patriots have moved out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 14-10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. On third down, Trubisky. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Presley Harvin now. .35 yards that time on the punt. So the Patriots coming out now. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be prevented.
Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So at halftime, it's the Patriots. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Jones on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw again. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Folk's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
Here's Freiermuth again. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run again with Harris. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Now it's Trubisky. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance.
Touchdown, Patriots! Jones fighting Nelson Aguilar for the touchdown there. And the Patriots have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Now it's Trubisky. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So this this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more